Hello everyone and welcome to Turnip Truck TV. I'm your host, Alex McCracken. Thank you for watching episode 2, Pumpkin Jungle Fever. Today we are going to visit my pumpkin patch and see all the various pumpkins and squashes that I have grown this year. So let's go take a look. I will try to improve upon my camera skills from last week, so it's not like watching the movie Cloverfield. I'm sure I'll get better at it. Let's see what we've got going on here in the pumpkin patch. I have approximately 15 different varieties of pumpkins and squashes here this year. This is a large white pumpkin called Full Moon. Over here next to it we have a jumbo pink banana squash. Let's see if I can figure out how to zoom. Probably not. Nope. Well, I'll figure that out later. This one right here is a cool one that I am actually working on developing. This is a variety I'm going to call Striped Teas. There we have a Sunshine Kabocha squash. They make excellent pumpkin pies. One of the things I love about my pumpkin patch is that during the growing season it becomes a impenetrable jungle of foliage that you can't walk through it, you can't even see what the heck is going on in here. And then in September, when all the foliage dies back, it reveals all these hidden wonders underneath. This is a wonderful old French heirloom called Muscat de Provence. It is just beginning to turn color. It'll turn a nice tan color. It's also excellent eating quality squash. This is one right here called Winter Luxury. It gets a neat netting on the surface of it, kind of like a cantaloupe. Also very good for eating. Most of the pumpkins and squashes that I grow do an awesome double duty as a decorative squash, and then of course they are for eating as well later on in the winter. We have another nice jumbo pink banana. Some of them get quite huge. This is one of my personal favorites over here. It's in a group of squashes called the Australian Blue group. This is called Treamble. Well, the sun's really intense today, so I hope the lighting is good for this. There we go. And here you can also see I had great success this year with keeping all the insects off of my squashes. However, the mice had a field day in here. Apparently our cats have been getting a bit lazy. This is a nice little edible one called Sweet Lightning that apparently the mice know which ones are good for eating. But here's another cool one. Another cool French heirloom known as Galeux des Innes, if I'm pronouncing it properly, and probably not. Some people have I've been calling this one the peanut pumpkin here in the States because of the crazy warts that it gets on the surface of it that kind of look like peanut shells. And if I'm not mistaken, galeux des in translated into English means I have no clue. There's another Muscat de Provence. As we make our way deeper into the pumpkin jungle. Here we have a very nice trio of traditional pumpkins just beginning to turn orange. Today is September 22nd. It's a variety called Big Rock. They're, of course, just your regular awesome jack-o'-lantern type pumpkins. There's a spaghetti squash. We eat lots of those. And, ooh, here's the biggest jumbo pink banana yet. Wow. This is what I love about the pumpkin patch. Discovering all these crazy things that you didn't even know were growing under there. This one is easily, I don't even know if I can get it all into one shot. Those bastards. This is all completely chewed underneath by mice. Damn it. I don't know if you can see the bottom of it here. Gonna have to catch me some mice and have some mice stew. But this squash is easily 3 feet long, at least. Well, I know what I have to do better controlling next year. Rodents. This is a pretty cool variety in the Hubbard family called Sibley or Pike's Peak. Has a couple different names. It's supposed to have like a chestnutty type flavor. Mice didn't get to that one too bad. And we have a bunch of Cinderellas in here as well. This is a Cinderella pumpkin. They produced really well this year. There's another beauty over there. There it is. Cinderellas are very cool. Some of them are more on the red side, like this one. Cool, there's another awesome treeamble. Hopefully the mice didn't get this far into the patch. I don't think they did. I think this one's pretty well unchewed. So as you can see, the pumpkin patch is a lot of fun. Squashes are one of the most diverse type of vegetables you can grow. So many different shapes and colors. And even with all the ones that I've grown in here this year, there's still plenty more that I haven't grown yet. This is one that has naked seeds inside of it. This is a variety you would grow if you wanted to eat the pumpkin seeds, because they have no seed coat on them, so they don't need to be, the seeds don't need to be shelled at all. You just harvest the seeds, dry them, and eat them. It's called kakai. And it's also just cool for decorating, like all the squashes I grow. that's most of the different varieties. I also grow some giant pumpkins, which you see one of here. This isn't too giant. This is probably around 250 pounds or so. And I love the way these got all these huge cracks around the stem end. And these are kind of the pumpkins that grew on this plant kind of have a green shade to them around the stem also. I really like that. So the last thing we'll take a look at here today, well, we'll stop and look at this one, this giant pumpkin too, real quick. It's growing on the same plant as that other one we just looked at. It has the same cracks all around the stem. But before we leave the pumpkin patch today, we will take a look at my biggest giant pumpkin this year, the one that I hope to take to a competition in a few weeks at Delaware Valley College Farm Market in Doylestown, Pennsylvania. October 9th, Monster Pumpkin Madness. Don't miss it. There's going to be several 1,000-pound pumpkins there. Possibly even a 1,500-pounder. Not mine this year, but next year. Next year I'm going to get them. So let's take a look at my biggest pumpkin that I still have growing this year, named Reba. And Reba is going to be attending the competition as well. Hopefully she's around 500 or 600 pounds. Reba actually stopped growing over a month ago, but I've been keeping her covered at night, keeping her hydrated, keeping her looking good. She still sounds nice and solid, like Rush Limbaugh. She kind of looks like Rush too. There's the can on top so you can see what her approximate size is. I love her blossom end. There we go. She has this extremely indented blossom end with the protruding whatever you would call that. There's a spider. It's been living in here for weeks now. I don't know if you can see that spider or not. There's a spider been living in there. So that's Reba. And that's my pumpkin patch. So I hope you enjoyed this episode of Turnip Truck TV. There is one spot here on Reba that I've been concerned about lately, where it's getting a little shriveled. Right here. Get out of here, Yellow Jacket. It's been losing a little bit of moisture there, getting a little bit shriveled. When you smack on it, right there, it sounds a little hollow, like Glenn Beck's head. But the rest of it sounds nice and solid. So I think Reba is going to be fine. Thank you for watching, everyone. We will leave you with this shot of Reba. And thank you once again for watching Turnip Truck TV. Hope you enjoyed the pumpkin patch. See you October 9th at Monster Pumpkin Madness at Delaware Valley College Farm Market. See you next time.